Hey guys, it's Nick with Brain Dead, and in this video we're gonna go through Scream 2, a movie where you have to keep your eyes on the background characters. Seriously, what is this guy doing? And what's up with this guy? Why does the background taxi driver have a neck brace? What happened to the taxi driver? And I might get some hate for this, but Scream 2 is just okay as a movie to me. Boo! It's just one of those things where, yeah, it's technically a better movie than Scream 3, but it's just not as entertaining. For some reason, I just find it kinda boring and not really all that special. Except for those background extras, of course. And listen, I had to write a script for all 4 of these movies, 5 to come. Trust me, I know exactly how I feel about each of them. If you disagree with me, that's totally fine. Respectfully, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, let's get into it. The movie opens on a theater where boyfriend and girlfriend Phil Stevens and Maureen Evans are attending a sneak preview of the new Stab movie, which is a movie based on a book written by Gale Weathers about the events of the first Scream film. So it's not only a movie within a movie, it's a fake movie based on a real movie in a movie that's a sequel to the real movie the fake movie is based on. Meta. During the movie, Phil goes to the restroom, but since the urinals are occupied, he has to use a stall. He hears something interesting in the other stall and gets stabbed in the head when he tries to get a better listen. Ghostface 2.0 puts on Phil's jacket and goes back to Maureen, who's having just the best time watching this movie.
No, don't do that.
She finds blood on Phil's jacket, prompting the killer to get to killing. She tries to get away, only to get no help from the people around her, since pretty much everyone is screaming and stabbing each other. And honestly, where can I find a theater like this? I need to be with my people. They finally realize Maureen's not playing around when she collapses dead in front of the big screen. We then cut to Sydney in her college dorm where she gets a mysterious phone call from someone asking what's her favorite scary movie.
Who is this?
You tell me.
Corey Gillis, 555-0176.
Yeah, you get him, Sid. Her and her roommate Hallie find out about the previous night's murders on the Stew Killer, TV, and is immediately swarmed by reporters, journalists, and cameramen. Oh my. Also on campus are fellow Woodsboro survivors Randy Meeks, Gale Weathers, and Deputy Dewey. Randy just goes to school there with Sydney, Dewey is there just in case the murders are somehow related to Sydney, and Gale is there because, well, she's a sleazy reporter. She gets to spreading that sleaze by catching Sydney completely off guard with a surprise interview with Cotton Weary, the man Sydney wrongfully accused of killing her mother.
Oh, Sydney, share with us, please. I'll share with you.
Yeah, you get her, Sid. This dude sure enjoyed that. Cotton was unaware that Sydney wasn't in on the interview though, so he and Gale have sort of a falling out as well. Yet another person Gale burns a bridge with is Dewey, who she talked a whole bunch of shit about in her book.
Deputy Dewey filled the room with his Barney Fife-ish presence.
Later that night, Cece Cooper is alone in her sorority house while her sisters are out partying. She gets a call from Ted, her boyfriend, and hangs up on her friend who's on the other line.
Okay, Ted, you sound loaded. What's up?
Who's Ted?
Oh, I guess that wasn't Ted. Oh, you know what? I bet it's Ghostface, and he's there to murder Cece. Boom! Yeah, I totally called it. Sorry, Cece. Meanwhile, Sydney reluctantly attends a party at another sorority house because Hallie is trying to get Sid recruited. While there, they get the news about Cece and everyone clears out. Sydney goes back inside to gather her things while her new boyfriend Derek waits outside for her, but Sydney stops to answer the phone.
Hello, Sydney. Remember me?
Probably should have just left Sid. Now you gotta deal with Ghostface again. Lucky for Sydney though, this new Ghostface is a dumbass and comically falls over a chair as he's chasing her. Derek catches up with Sydney at the back door and then goes to confront the killer, just as Dewey shows up as well. He finds Derek with his arm all bloody, but no Ghostface to go with him. Later at the hospital, suspicion is subtly being hurled at each other because everyone acting sus as hell.
It's just a shame he got away so easily.
It's just a shame you got there too late.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. What do you mean, yeah it is, with suspicious undertone? It's not you, Dewey. Right? Gale figures out that all the new victims share the names of the original film's victims after learning Cece Cooper's real name was actually Casey, as in Casey Becker, Drew Barrymore's character from the opening of the first movie. Dewey concludes that they have a copycat on their hands, and Sydney gets a couple personal bodyguards assigned to her. At the gang's lunch table, Derek decides it's the appropriate time to serenade Sydney and gives her his Greek letters, which is apparently a huge no-no when it comes to the cult Derek is in. I mean, fraternity. I mean cult. Later, Sydney is at rehearsal for a play that only serves to further my cult suspicion, but she gets attacked again by a very sneaky Ghostface. Maybe. It's not completely clear whether she's just seeing things or not, but what is clear is that Derek shows up once again shortly after Ghostface seems to have vanished. Suspicious. And as punishment for his sussiness, his sussery, she asks for some distance, putting their relationship on hold. Meanwhile, Gale, Dewey, and Randy are sitting around conversing about their situation when the killer calls and lets on that he can see them. Gale and Dewey split off to go look for the son of a bitch to no success, leaving Randy to get got. No, not my boy Randy. A moment of silence, please. Okay, that's enough. They find his body, prompting Gale's new cameraman to faint and subsequently resign as Gale's new cameraman. Meanwhile, at the library, Sydney gets a threatening message on her computer that sends her bodyguards into find the fucker mode. Just then, Cotton Weary shows up, bothering Sydney about some interview with Diane Sawyer. He gets a little too in her face about it when, shocker, she's not interested, and gets himself arrested after making quite a scene.
Lovable and fucked up Sidney Prescott, everybody's favorite little victim. Wow.
Also, is it just me, or does Cotton kinda sound like Ghostface just a little bit here?
No, I don't think I'm being unreasonable in that request, Sydney. Do you, honestly?
Hello, Sydney. Remember me?
You're sorry. I bet you're real sorry, Sydney.
What's up?
I mean, tell me it's not just me. Cotton is released because, of course, they don't have anything on him.
I don't know about homicide, but you've definitely got me for raising my voice in a public library.
Gale and Dewey kinda, sorta make up, and then they take the crowd footage that Gale's cameraman shot before he dipped and start to go through it all to see if they can spot the killer in any of it. Then they start to really make up, just as someone else starts playing their own footage. Dewey goes after the cock block, only for him to find nothing and Gale to find a ghost face. He chases Gale into a recording studio where she locks herself in, and Dewey finds her from the other side of a soundproof window. Ghostface then finds Dewey in a very tragic scene where Gale can do nothing but helplessly watch as her boy toy gets stabbed a bunch. Ghostface then futilely tries to get to Gale for a bit, then pulls another vanishing act. Elsewhere, Derek is seeing Sydney sent off with her bodyguards and Hallie to some kind of safe house. Wait a minute, hold up. What the fuck was that?
You! Prepare to die. You gave up your letters.
Oh, okay, it's just the other members of Derek's cult coming to perform a ritual on him for giving his Greek letters to Sydney earlier. They string him up to a star from the play that Sydney was in and spray beer all over him, as is tradition. Meanwhile, Sydney and her escorts are attacked by Ghostface. He kills one of the bodyguards and ends up in the driver's seat, but he's confronted immediately by the other one from outside of the car. Then Ghostface just takes him for a ride. The ride ends when Ghostface's dumbass crashes, killing the other bodyguard and knocking himself unconscious. Fucking loser. Sydney and Hallie escape the police car by climbing through the broken metal mesh and over the out-cold Dumbface. As they're running away, Sydney stops to go back to see who the killer really is, only to find out the killer isn't there. Well, damn, it looks like he once again escaped into the night. We'll have to find him another day.
What?
Oh shit, never mind, I'm out. Back at the school, Sydney finds Derek still strung up to the star just as the killer shows up and reveals himself to be Mickey. I fucking knew it. Who's Mickey? He epically pranks Sydney by telling her Derek was his partner, making her stop to think before cutting him down.
Thanks a lot, partner.
Then he just shoots Derek.
Got him! Filthy prank!
He reveals his motive is to gain fame by getting caught for the murders and blaming violence in movies for driving him insane, even though we know the truth.
You're a psychotic.
Yeah, well, shh. That'll be our little secret.
The second killer, because there's always a second killer, turns out to be Debbie Salt. Okay, who the hell are these people? Seriously.
Mrs. Loomis?
Billy's mother? Okay, yeah, that actually makes quite a bit of sense, yeah. Unlike Mickey, though, Mrs. Loomis doesn't want to get caught, so she shoots Mickey to prevent him from tattling on her. As he goes down, he shoots Gail in the gut, and she goes tumbling off the stage. While catching up on lost time, Sydney gets the upper hand on Mrs. Loomis and attacks her with dangerous stage set equipment. But contrary to popular belief, styrofoam rocks are not typically deadly, so Mrs. Loomis is still able to fight. She gets real close to killing Sid, but Cotton steps in to break it up and inquire about what's going on.
Cotton, meet Billy Loomis's mother. She's the killer.
And who's that?
The other killer.
Okay.
Mrs. Loomis then tries to convince Cotton to let her kill Sydney for the whole falsely accusing him of murder thing.
Bet you that Diane Sawyer interview's looking real good right about now.
Consider it done.
He then kills Sydney for her lies and unwillingness to make him famous. Never mind, he's a good guy and killed Mrs. Loomis instead. Gail is still alive too, and with their powers and bullets combined, they shoot the shit out of Mickey, who is also still alive, who was still alive when I had started that last statement.
Just in case.
Okay, now I'm concerned. Your horny, murderous boyfriend was one thing, but this time, you looked like you were deciding how you should position a new couch. What the fuck, Sid? The movie ends with Dewey surviving again, cause this franchise ain't got the guts to kill off the Dewster, at least with the first four, and Sydney giving Cotton the credit for stopping the killers, making him kinda famous, the thing he's been bitching about this whole movie. Then Sydney just walks away, off to go change her name and start her new life as a hermit mountain lady. That's it for this recap. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Subscribe. I'm only gonna get better at making these videos, so why not? If you made it this far, you kind of enjoyed it. You must have, right? Go ahead and sub and leave a like while you're at it, huh? How about it? And hey, guess what? I live stream here on this channel every single Thursday. Come by, say hi, ask me about movies. Let's have some fun. Also follow me at Braindead Horror literally everywhere. Send me messages and stuff. I usually respond. But anyway, thanks for hanging out, and I hope to see you real soon. So not only is it a movie, it's a movie within a movie about a movie that was already a movie. What did I write here for the script?